Hi everyone. Okay. Hi everyone. How are you all? Hey guys, am I audible? Hey guys, can you see me? Can you hear me? Just write yo in the chat box. अगर मुझे देख पा रहे हो, मुझे सुन पा रहे हो, तो बताओ मुझे. Let me know. Okay. Now the feedback is coming in. I can see Sangeeta, Akshat. Hi Shankha. Hmm. Awesome, awesome. Now I can see your chats, guys. Akshat, Ramji, Karsan, Shankha is here. Shubh is here. Thank you, Shubh, for writing your name in English as well. I cannot read Punjabi, as you know. Rajbir. Okay. Prashant, Ajay, Shamu. And how's the lockdown? Where is the lockdown? Lockdown is gone. No lockdown at all. Yes, Akshat. Mugambo ko khush karna hai by solving all the questions with me today. So, guys, how are you all? I hope all of you are doing good. Good evening once again. Sangeeta, hi. I hope all of you are taking good care of your health. You know, yesterday I was reading an article which said that there is still a lot of debate about whether JEE or NEET examination should happen this year or not. Okay, बहुत से लोग हैं जो अभी भी confused हैं, students भी confused हैं, बहुत से लोग argue कर रहे हैं that एग्जाम इस साल नहीं होना चाहिए because of the pandemic, COVID-19 and all. बट अभी तक गवर्नमेंट का कोई स्टैंड नहीं है. गवर्नमेंट हैज स्टिल नॉट सेड एनीथिंग अबाउट इट, गाइस. सो फार as you know that on the NTA Abhyas app, whose paper we are going to discuss right now, the papers are going on over there. You can solve questions, you can get your instant scores and all. Thing is, you should not make yourself mentally prepared that exam is not going to happen. Okay, rather you should prepare yourself with the thought that exam is going to happen in the month of July. बिल्कुल कोई भी न्यूज़ मत सुनो इस समय. If there will be any official news, if it comes out, I will be the first person to tell you all, or rather on Vedantu's channel, we will be the first people to tell you whether the examination is happening, not happening, or what is the change. As of now, the status is your examination is happening. Okay, so JEE main is not further postponed yet. Your JEE examination is happening. Okay, so JEE this year is happening between 18th to 23rd of July. And for people who are interested in NEET is happening on 26th of July, the epic day for a city like Mumbai. Okay, so keep yourself, aligned and inclined towards your JEE examination and NEET examination for the month of NEET. Okay, guys. So this is our sprint 3, because we are also assuming that now you guys are running towards your last lap. Almost mid of June is gone now. This is half of this month and half of next month is left. So almost 30 days are left with us. So we are trying to do as much as we can, and that is why the sprint 3 is specifically for the 2020 examination. Okay, guys, so welcome back once again, all of you who are here. Yes, Shanka, your exam totally is just a month away. Okay, so for those who are on the channel for the first time and may not know me that well, so guys, this is me, your Suri sir. I am an alumnus of IIT Bombay, and on this channel, I am known as Mugambo. And what you hear in the background is my pet crow. Okay, he is also preparing for JEE along with me. Okay, hear that? Okay. Also, guys, if you are not subscribed yet to the channel, then do subscribe right now and press the bell icon so that whenever me and my pet crow comes live, yes, like that, so we'll let you know, the channel will let you know. Okay. So guys, are you all ready for this? Are you all ready, guys? Tell me if you are ready or not. If you are ready, just write yo in the chat box or write ready in the chat box. This is our third discussion on any NTA paper that we have with us. Okay. Akshat Crow says hello. Okay. Not now. So guys, very nice, awesome, cool. So let's see who solves the questions first. Me, my crow, or you guys. Let's see who solves the questions first. My crow is super excited to solve these questions. Okay. Now solve the questions and don't pay attention to anything else. Okay. Cool. Okay, guys. So the very first question for all of you here. Okay. Awesome. So guys, question number 1 says that a ball is thrown with a speed u at an angle theta with the horizontal at the highest point of its motion. The strength of gravity is somehow doubled. Taking this change into account, the total time of flight of the projectile will be how much? So what is happening here? There is a projectile motion which is going to happen. But what happens in this process, guys? This is what we usually expect the projectile motion to be. But the moment your body reaches here, when its velocity is u cos theta, I'm going to divide this journey from O to A and A to B. So between O to A, the acceleration along y direction is g, or rather minus g, and acceleration from A to B along y direction is 2 times of that value. That's what the question has said, that the strength of the gravity somehow is doubled. Okay, just give me a second. I need to actually shut up this crow. Okay, taken care of. Okay, guys. So if we look at this and divide this into 2 parts, if I want to find out the total time of journey, it is time of flight from O to A and then time of flight from A to B. Time of journey from O to A and then time of, yes, I know Ritika, Crow is giving the answers. Okay, so guys, time from O to A is simply half of time of flight that we know, that is u sine theta by g. The total time of flight is 2u sine theta by g, but here it becomes u sine theta by g. And from A to B, it will become u sine theta by 2g. Can we say that? No, we should not say that. If you are thinking that you can say that, then it's not the correct way of looking at it. Yeah, that's basically the point that I wanted to make to all of you guys, to understand that why we can't make it is because this time of flight, if you write as half of the time of flight as u sine theta by 2g, that will simply means that you are sending a body from the ground with a gravity of 2g from the beginning itself. But gravity becomes 2g when the body is crossing the maximum height point. So from there, where the body has the velocity u cos theta, and then the body is going to come down, and where the body has reached is a height of capital H. And here the vertical velocity of the body is 0 at this particular point. Okay, the velocity is 0. So the time which will be taken will be under root of 2h by g, but g is now double. Yes, time will be, the time taken to come from A to B is under root of 2h by g, but now g has become 2g. So this becomes under root of h by g. And what is h? H is u square sine square theta upon 2g into g is already there. Okay, that says that it is u sine theta upon root 2g, and that is nothing but, if you look at this, u sine theta upon g is nothing but, if I call this time as t1 and this as t2, then this is nothing but t1 by root 2, which is t2. So now if I want to find out the total time, which is t1 plus t2, that is nothing but t1 plus t1 by root 2, or you can say it is root 2 plus 1 by root 2 times t. Okay, that means root 2 plus 1 by root 2 and multiplied by t1, which is u sine theta by g. So if we look at the options, very simply we get that the answer is option D. Okay, perfect, Shankha. Yes, answer is option D. Good. Okay, now the next question, as you know that we are going to pick the best of the questions. So out of 25, I've picked the best 15 questions here. This is question number 4 of the paper. a partition wall has two layers of different materials A and B in contact with each other. They have same thickness, but the thermal conductivity of layer A is twice of that of B. So say you have two walls which are separated like this, that this is A and this is B, and if conductivity of B is K, then this is 2K, and during steady state, when same current, heat current flows through both of them, say the change in temperature or temperature difference across B is given as 50K, then what is the temperature difference across A is what we have to find out. That's what question wants us to find out. So heat current will be nothing but K A delta T by L, okay, where A is the surface area. Okay, so this is same for both the bodies. So IA will be equal to IB. So this is 2K into area of cross section A, delta TA, which is unknown and identical in terms of thickness. So that's why L is same. And for B, it is K into A into temperature difference, that is 50 divided by L. So K A by L gets cancelled. I have delta TA coming out to be 50 by 2, or simply 25 Kelvin. Means the answer comes out to be option C. Very good guys. Awesome. Keep it up. Very good guys. Keep it like this only. Keep on answering. Okay. Awesome. Perfect. Somebody said C for crow. Yes, Ritika. Okay guys, now the next question. We have a vertical spring of force constant 100 Newton per meter, and it is attached to the ceiling with a block of 10 kg mass, and when that will be suspended, you can find out the extension. That extension Kx will be balancing the mg value. Let's call it Kx1. So x1 will be equal to mg by k, which is 100 by 100. So initial extension is 1 meter. When naturally, because of the weight of the block, the spring is elongated. Now what you are doing, you are applying an additional force capital F, okay, and you are making the spring further elongate by 2 more meters. That means total elongation becomes 2 plus 1, that is 3 meter. Okay guys, this is the total elongation now. So we have to find out the total work which is done by the force capital F. So guys, the total work which is done by this force F will be to change the potential energy of the spring, first of all, and secondly, to change the potential energy of the block. Okay, or rather, if I have to look at this, then the work which is done by the block will change the potential energy of the block and change the potential energy of the spring. So first let me try to find out the value of the work which is done by the block, which increases the potential energy of the spring. Okay, so that is half K into x1 square minus, x2 square minus x1 square. Okay. Yep. So this value of K is 100. Later on extension became 3. So 3 square. Earlier it was 1. So 1 square. So this comes out to be 100 by 2 into 9 minus 1. That is 8. So this comes out to be 400 joules. Now when I look at the work which is done, now when I speak about work which is done to change the potential energy of the spring here, so if we talk about the change in the potential energy of the block, it is obviously decreasing. So that is minus of mg x2. That not even x2 actually. The potential energy is decreasing by a value that we have to find out. Okay. So that value is, say, h. So mass of the body, change in potential energy is negative because the block is coming down by 2 more meter. Okay. So when we talk about change in potential energy, the mass of the body is 10. This is g and this is 2. So this is minus 200 joules. So total work done by the force, if we calculate, that comes out to be 400 minus 200 or simply 200 joules. Okay, so the correct answer is option A. A for awesome. Very good. Good guys, awesome. Now the next question. This says that we have the radii of two planets given to us as R1 and R2. Their densities are ρ1 and ρ2. So the ratio of their acceleration due to gravity is to be found. We know that acceleration due to gravity is given as gm by r square on the surface. And you can write mass as density into volume, which is 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho. So G is capital G by r square into 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho, or you can say it is 4 pi capital G by 3 into r into rho. Okay, that means if I have to talk about the ratio of G1 by G2, it is ρ1 r1 by ρ2 r2, as simple as that, because you can see from here G is proportional to rho into r. That means very simply we get the answer as option D. Perfect. Yes guys, very good, very good. Keep it up guys. Okay, so that's our answer. Next question. Now this one says that the magnetic flux through a circuit of resistance R changes by an amount of delta phi in a time delta t. So the total quantity of charge q that passes through any point in the circuit during delta t time will be given by which of these expressions. So we know that the charge flown will be equal to I into delta t, right? Because current is charge per unit time, charge flown per unit time, right? And because it is related to the magnetic flux variation, so it is obviously also related to the induced EMF. So induced EMF divided by resistance is current into delta t. This we are writing by Ohm's law, and this 1 by R and induced EMF you can write as delta phi by delta t into delta t. Okay, so if you cancel these two, what you are getting Q as is delta phi by R. That means what? Option B looks correct to me. Getting it guys? Independent of time. Yeah. Very nice. If you know this as a direct formula, that's awesome. If you do not, then don't have to worry. You can always derive it very simply. Okay. Very good guys. Very good. Keep it up. Now the next one. This says that we have two sheets of current carrying, these are two infinite sheets carrying current in same direction, that is going into the plane, okay, and are separated by a distance d. So this separation is given as d, and a proton is released from a point between the plates with a velocity parallel to the sheet but perpendicular to the direction of the current. So current is basically going into the plane and the particle is going perpendicular to it like this. So somehow like this your particle is moving and you have your particle going perpendicular to it, right? So question is asking us to find out the path of the proton. What do you think guys? Thank you Karan, thank you so much. Yes, okay. Meera says answer is option C. Ritika also says that answer is C. Why do you think it will be straight line? But charge particle moves along undeviated path when the magnetic force, which is QVB sine theta, is 0. So we are suggesting that the magnetic force acting on the charge particle is 0. So you can see that charge definitely is not 0, V is definitely not 0, okay, and if we try to look at the magnetic field here, that is highly likely to become 0. So if we look at any of the point where the particle might be crossing, because of this current, if you use the right hand thumb rule, if I call this charge current or current as A and this current carrying wire as B, so this is the direction of BA and rather BB, and this is the direction of BA. They are basically trying to cancel out each other. Okay, what you are seeing that both of them are trying to cancel out each other. making the net magnetic field equal to 0. And if magnetic field will be 0, the magnetic force will be 0, so the charged particle will go undeviated. Net B will become 0. Perfect. Thank you, DD Matix. Okay, so that is why we say that as the net magnetic field is 0 due to these two sheets, the net force will become 0, hence the charged particle will go undeviated. Okay, cool. Now this one, it says that there is a bat which is moving at 10 meter per second. Okay, and it is moving towards a wall and sends a sound of signal 8,000 hertz. Okay, 8 kilohertz. So basically you have a bat which is trying to flow. This is your bat, as in not your bat but a bat, and the bat is trying to send a signal in this direction. The signal which is sent has a frequency, say n0. Okay, and when it is received here, the received frequency is say n1, and after that when the bat is reaching say somewhere here, it is going to receive another frequency, that is n2. So question is asking you to find out the n2 value or the frequency which is received by the bat of its own sound. Okay, we know that for apparent frequency, n apparent is given as n0 v plus minus vo upon v plus minus vs, where vo is velocity of observer, vs is velocity of source, and v is the velocity of sound. So when we talk about n1 which is received at the wall, so here we can say in the first case, wall is the observer which is stationary and bat is the source which is sending the sound, and they are coming closer, so the frequency will increase. Okay, it is coming closer, so definitely n1 is greater than n0, and that is possible in this case when we have v upon v minus v source. What is v source? Say the speed of bat is vp. Okay guys, okay, and now when we speak about n2 is listening with respect to n1 such that n2 is also greater than n1, so that will be n1, and now your bat has become an observer which is moving and going closer, so v plus vb divided by v. The source is wall and the wall is stationary. Okay, let's see. So if you mix these two, that means put n1 over here, your equation for final n2 will become n0 v plus vb divided by v minus vb. Okay, so this will become v plus vb divided by v minus vb into n0. Okay, so let's put the frequencies values. This is 8,000, this is 320 plus 10 divided by 320 minus 10, so I have 8,000 multiplied by 330 divided by 310, 0 cancels. So when you simplify this, you are going to get the value as 8516. This is the apparent frequency, a very standard question. So bat will hear its own sound at a increased frequency, and that comes out to be 8516 hertz. Yes, this is rightly mentioned by Shankha. It's Doppler's effect applied twice. Okay, in the first case, bat is your source, wall is the observer. In the second case, bat is the observer and the wall is your source. Okay, perfect. Next one guys, this says that displacement of a particle of mass 3 gram executing simple harmonic motion given by this, the kinetic energy of the particle at a point when it is at a distance 1/3 of the amplitude. So the amplitude is 3 and omega is 0.2. So if I try to find out half mv square, for that I'll require v square, which is equal to omega square a square minus x square. Okay guys, so what is omega? Omega you can see is 0.2, so I can write it as 2 by 10 the square into a, which is 9, minus x, that is 1/3 of it, so this is 1/3 of 3 is 1, so square is also 1. Okay, so this is basically 3 square, this is 1 square, and this is v square. So v square comes out to be, let me write it as per the values for avoiding confusions. So v square is 4 by 100 into 9 minus 1, that is 8. So 4 8s are 32 by 100 is what we are getting as v square. Okay. Now I'm interested in writing the kinetic energy, which is half mv square only. So this is half, mass of the body is 3 grams, so that is 3 into 10 to the power minus 3, and v square is 32 by 100. Okay guys, so I cancel this 2 with 32, that becomes 16. So this is 48 into 10 to the power minus 3 by 100. Okay, which tells you nothing but answer is option C, 0.48 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay guys, getting it? The answer comes out to be option C. We found out the value of velocity and then put it into half mv square. Just make sure that mass value that you are putting is put in SI unit. Okay. Now this one guys, this says that we have a bullet which is fired from a gun and the force on the bullet is given by this equation, where F is in Newton and T is in second. We have the force on the bullet becoming 0 as soon as it leaves the barrel. Okay. So what is the average impulse imparted to the bullet? So impulse will be imparted till the time the force acting on the body becomes 0. So let's find out when will the force become 0. So this is 600 minus 2 into 10 to the power 5t equated to 0. This is from t equal to 0 till this time the body will experience a impulsive force. So t comes out to be 600 divided by 2 into 10 to the power 5, or that is 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 seconds. Okay, so for 3 milliseconds the body is going to experience the impulse. And what is impulse? Impulse is the force which is acting for a very short duration of time, so I'll have to integrate it from 0 to t. So that is 600 minus 2 into 10 to the power 5t, and I'm going to integrate this with dt. So integration will come out to be 600t minus 2 into 10 to the power 5 t square by 2, and integration from 0 to t. What is the value of t? You already know that. So 2 and 2 cancels. Now I'm going to put the value of t here. So impulse came out to be 600t minus t square into 10 to the power 5, and we are putting 0, and t value is 3 into 10 to the power minus 3. So let's put guys, 600 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 10 to the power 5, and square is 9 into 10 to the power minus 6. So this is 6 3s are 18 into 10 to the power minus 1, and this is 9 into 10 to the power minus 1, which is 9 into 10 to the power minus 1 overall. 18 minus 9 is 9. So impulse comes out to be 0.9 Newton second. That's what I get, not 3.6. Okay, so the answer came out to be option C. Did you get it? Thank you, DD Matix. I'm glad you like my handwriting. Okay, guys, so answer comes out to be 0.9. Perfect. Very good. Okay, now a very simple question. This is something that we write a lot of times in terms of linear momentum. It says you have to write moment of inertia in terms of kinetic energy and angular momentum. So you know that kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy, is given as half I omega square. So I'm going to multiply it by I and divide it by I. So it will become I square omega square by 2I, and this is nothing but I omega the square divided by 2I. What is I into omega? It is L, which is angular momentum, divided by 2I, and that is K. So I from here comes out to be L square by 2K, which is nothing but option B. Okay. Yes, Bhargav. So I am an alumnus of IIT Bombay. Okay. Okay, guys. Easy it is. Awesome. Hi Sandhya, welcome. Okay. Now this one, guys, this question is from current electricity. It says that when you have this given circuit, the reading of ammeter is 1 ampere. That means earlier the current that is flowing in the circuit is given to be as 1 ampere. The resistance of this is not known. Let's call it RA. And if I look at the individual resistances, this is 2 ohms. This is 4 and 4 in parallel. So this also becomes 2 ohms. This is 15, 15, 15. So 15 by 3, that is 5 ohms. So overall, the circuit looks like this to me. Okay, this is 5 plus 4, that is 9 ohms. This is ammeter whose resistance is not known, and this is 10 volts of battery, and some I current is flowing. Okay, so if I want to find out the value of RA, I will say that I, which is equal to V into V by R equivalent, will be equal to 10 by 9 plus RA, and this value is given to us as 1 ampere. So 9 plus RA is equal to 10. RA comes out to be 1 ohms. So the resistance of ammeter comes out to be 1 ohms. And now the question is asking you to change these resistances with 2 ohms each. So if you convert the resistances with 2 ohm value, now your changed values of equivalent resistances is what we'll have to look at. Okay, so let me draw the new equivalent situation. So this is 2 ohms, this is 2 and 2 in parallel, so this becomes 1 ohm, and this still remains 5 ohm. So 5 plus 3 is 8 ohms, and this thing is 1 ohm. So that simply means the new current I dash is what we have to find out the reading of ammeter now. So this will be 10 volts divided by the new total resistance, that is 8 plus 1. That means 10 by 9 ampere. When you simplify this, guys, this will come out to be 1.11 ampere. That's the answer that you should get. Okay. Answer should be A, not B. 1.11. You will have to consider. No. You will not consider ammeter as an ideal ammeter. No, it is not mentioned. You will have to find out the value of the resistance of the ammeter. Ammeter is not ideal. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Also, guys, one very awesome thing that I wanted to share with you all is that on Vedantu's platform every day at 7 p.m. we have a live GK quiz which happens every day at 7 o'clock, and the awesome part about it is that it has a lot of prize money and a lot of cashback of Paytm at stake for you to grab. For that, obviously, what you have to do are very simple steps. You have to come on the Vedantu's app, and if you don't have that app yet, go on your respective mobile phones Play Store or App Store, whichever is applicable, and download the Vedantu app over there. If you already have the app and are still not able to play the game, then you need to update your app also. Okay, guys, so either download or update the Vedantu app. Okay, guys, this is paper number 3. Okay, guys, now moving on to the numerical problems. As the trend that I follow, I have made sure that we are discussing all the numericals which are being asked over there in NTA, or on Thursdays when we discuss 2020 paper as well. Okay. No problem, Sri Divya. Playing is more important. Okay. So now this question says that there is a particle P which moves in a counterclockwise direction. That means goes from A to P to B. That's how a particle is moving in a circular path. And when that is happening, the particle has the length of the path covered varying as t cube plus 5. Okay, so it is obviously moving in a circular path where it is experiencing centripetal acceleration as well as it is experiencing tangential acceleration. Okay, so the net acceleration is A. Okay, so question is asking that if the radius is 27 meters, then the acceleration at point P when time is 3 seconds will be how much? So let's first find out speed by differentiating the distance covered. So that comes out to be 3t square. So if I put t equal to 3 over there, velocity or speed comes out to be 3 into 9, that is 27 meters per second. Okay, so if I find out acceleration, which is centripetal, that is v square by r, that comes out to be 27 into 27 divided by 27, so that is 27 meter per second square. And if I find out dv by dt, which is basically tangential acceleration, then we'll have to differentiate this equation here. And when we do that, what do I get? I get 6t. And at t equal to 3, I get tangential acceleration as 18 meter per second square. So these are the two accelerations that we were supposed to get. And now to find out the net acceleration, it will be under root of AC square plus AT square, which is 27 square plus 18 square. Okay, so when you simplify this, guys, this will come out to be, you can take 9 common out of it. It will be 9 root 13. Okay, and root 13 value is 3.6. So when you simplify this, the net acceleration will nearly come out to be 32.4 meter per second square. That's going to be your answer. Okay, multiply this by 3.6, you will get the answer like this. Okay, perfect. Yes, Preetam. Yes, Sri Divya, answer comes out to be 3.4. Okay, got it, guys? This is a typical circular motion, which is non-uniformly accelerated motion, I would say. Okay, cool. This is not uniform circular motion, it is accelerated circular motion. Okay, now this one is from units and dimensions. It says that the thermal conductivity, that is K, is the product of heat, distance, and reciprocal of area, change in temperature, and time. Okay, so if I write the dimensions here, it is m1 L2 t minus 2 and L1 divided by L square. This is, say, k to the power 1 and t to the power 1. So I get it as L square getting cancelled, the conductivity, and just to not get confused, I'm writing temperature as theta. Okay, so I have m1 L1 t minus 3 and theta minus 1. Okay, or let's keep it in denominator for us to simply be able to solve it. Okay, that means K is m1 L1 divided by T3 and theta 1. So what are the values given? It is given that mass is 21.6 kg, length is 1 decimeter. Decimeter means 10 to the power minus 1 meters. Temperature is 4 Kelvin, so 4 cube, and no, sorry, that was supposed to be time. Temperature is not cube. Okay, so time is cubed. So time is 1 minute, which means 60 seconds, and temperature is 4 Kelvin. So 1.6, or I can say it is 216 into 10 to the power minus 2. 6, the cube will be 216 into 10 to the power 3 into 4, like this. So 216 got cancelled. And if you want your answer to be in 10 to the power minus 6, take this also up. I have 1 by 4 into 10 to the power minus 5. 1 by 4 is 0.25 into 10 to the power minus 5. We get the answer as 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 new units. Okay, answer is 2.5. Okay guys, getting it? Very nice, very nice. Cool. Now the next one. This is the question from relative motion. It says that you have two trains. Say this is one of the trains and the other train is also here. Both the trains are moving with the same speed, that is v1 and v2 being same, or rather initial velocity is say same for both of them. u1 and u2 are same. Okay, so question says that the length of each train is 400 meters. This is train B and this is train A. Okay, so acceleration of B is given to us as 1 meter per second square. Okay, now question says that after 50 seconds the guard of B just brushes past the driver of A. That means after some time the situation will be something like this. Okay, so there was already a gap of say x distance. This is what question says, the original distance between them is x. So what finally happens is that this is what the final situation is. If I call this point as P and this point as Q, so finally Q and P become same. This is train B and this is train A. Okay, so guys, if you look at this, I will try to solve this question by relative motion. Obviously, in relative motion, the relative displacement of B as seen by A is x meters. The initial velocity of B as seen by A is 0 because both of them are moving with same velocity, and acceleration of B as seen by A is basically 1 meter per second square, and the time in which this x distance relatively will be covered is what we say, actually not x, actually it's x plus 800 which it is covering, because point P is reaching from here till here. Assume that A is stationary, P is covering x plus 800. Okay, both the trains are 400 meter long. So what is happening, let me just explain this one more time guys for all of you. This is what the situation initially was. Okay, this is how the train looked. Okay, so what we did, we assumed that A has gone to rest. So point P wants to go from this point till this point. Okay, so already the gap between them was x, and in fact let me keep them away from each other for you to even understand them better. Okay, now I'll try to give you the diagram which will make you understand this even better. So say this is your train B and this is your train A. The gap between them is already x. This is 400 meter. This is 400 meter. Okay, and this is your point P. Point P eventually wants to come here relative to B. That means how much relative displacement the point P has to travel? How much relative displacement P has to travel? 800 plus x. Relative. Okay, now what I'm assuming that A is at rest, and B is having its initial velocity with respect to A as 0, and its acceleration of B as seen by A is 1 meter per second square, and displacement to be covered is 800 plus x. So if I use S is equal to ut plus half at square, the initial velocity relatively, this is all I'm writing relative. Okay, so displacement relative is 800 plus x, this is half, acceleration is 1, and this is happening in 5 seconds. You can see that, sorry, 50 seconds. Okay, so this is 800 plus x equal to 50 square is 2500 by 2, that is 1250. So x comes out to be 1250 minus 800, that comes out to be 450. Question says you have to find out x by 10. So what do you think x by 10 is, guys? What you are getting? X by 10 comes out to be 45. So the answer to the question is 45. Why acceleration is 1 DD matrix is because A is not moving and B is moving. Okay, means acceleration of B as seen by A will be acceleration of B minus acceleration of A. Acceleration of B is given as 1, acceleration of A is 0. It is still moving with constant velocity, so that is 1 meter per second square. ऐसा अज्यूम करो दैट ए रुका हुआ है और सिर्फ बी मूव कर रहा है. ऐसा सोचो एक स्टेशनरी ट्रेन है, तुम ऊपर से देख रहे हो, सिर्फ बी आगे जा रहा है, स्पीड अप कर रहा है. आंसर इज 45. यस. Okay, guys. Okay, next one is from vectors. This question says that of two force A and B are in the ratio 3:5. So A is 3x, B is 5x, and their resultant is 28 when they are inclined at 60 degree. So the magnitude of B will be how much? So if I say that R square equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos of 60 degree, let's write that. So this is 28 square equal to 9x square plus 25x square plus 2 into 3x into 5x into cos of 60, that is half. So this cancels. I have 28 square equal to 9 plus 25, that is 34x square plus 15x square. So on the right hand side I get it as 49x square equal to 28 square. So x square ka value comes out to be 28 square by 7 square, right? 49 is what? 7 square. So x comes out to be 28 by 7 or simply 4. Okay. That means what? The value of B, which is 5x, will be 5 into 4, that is 20. So this is our answer. Okay, guys, answer comes out to be 20 because the magnitude of force B is being asked, and that is 5x. X equal to 4 आता है बिल्कुल. Okay. Now the last question of subjective numerical and NTA paper. We have a light which is incident from a refractive index 1 medium, which is air. It goes to a medium whose refractive index is 5/4. Okay, and the incidence angle is theta, refraction angle is theta dash, and this is what it says, that it is totally internally reflected. So this is critical angle. Okay, so we can understand that somewhere here the light is going to just graze this surface. Question is asking us to find out the value of sine of theta. So if we talk about the critical angle, guys, then for critical angle inside the surface, we can say that sine theta double dash, the critical angle, should be equal to 1 by, let's call it mu dash, so 1 by mu dash. So this is going to be 4 by 5, right? This is going to be 4 by 5, right? So sine theta dash, theta double dash comes out to be 4 by 5. That's what we have got here. If we try to find out theta dash, then we know that theta dash is 90 minus theta double dash from this right angle triangle, right? So if I use sine theta dash equal to sine 90 minus theta double dash, then sine 90 minus alpha or theta is basically cos. So sine theta dash will be equal to cos theta double dash. So if sine theta double dash is 4 by 5, then cos theta double dash will be equal to 3 by 5. So we've got the value of sine theta dash. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply the Snell's law, and as per the Snell's law, we can say that. Okay. Now I'll explain it to you guys here only. What I've got is the value of sine theta dash is there with us. Okay. So what we have got, guys, here we have got the value of sine theta dash, which has come out to be 3 by 5. So if I consider this as mu1 and this as mu2, we can say that mu1 sine theta should be equal to mu2 sine theta dash. Yeah? Mu1 sine I equal to mu2 sine r. Mu1 is 1, sine theta is unknown. We have to get the value of sine theta only. Mu2 is 5 by 4 and sine theta dash is 3 by 5. So when you cancel this, sine theta value comes out to be 3 by 4. Yes, perfect. Sanjana and Sri Divya, very well done. Snail's law, perfect. Okay, guys. So the answer to this sine theta value comes out to be 3 by 4 here. 0.75 you can say. So all those JEE 2020 aspirants, nowadays any which way source of inspirations are very less, but not on Vedantu's platform, guys. These are our last year students, Rajdeep Singh, Chirag Jain and Sumit Jain. They made it to the top 50, under top 50 ranks of IIT, and they did it just by studying at home, preparing for JEE at home with the help of Vedantu. So take them as the source of inspiration and do prepare and do study and fight hard in your actual examination in the month of July. Okay. Also, if you are interested, then we have a crash course batch which began yesterday only, guys. Okay. So last batch of crash course has started. And if you are interested in this crash course where we are giving 90 plus live classes, 20 plus comprehensive tests, analysis of your own performance, rank booster quizzes in the class, and recorded sessions, tips and tricks, and many more things, then all you have to do is go on this link which is available in the description box of this video and use the coupon code, that is SMCC. The crash course, the final offer is, which is worth rupees 25,000, could be yours for just under 4,000 rupees. Okay. Okay, right. So steps are very simple. All you have to do is click on enroll now. After clicking on the link which is available in the description, use the coupon code. What is the coupon code that you have to use? SMCC. Okay. Awesome. Also, if you are interested in our Telegram channel of Vedantu, then do come there by looking at this link which is available in the description again. And what exactly should you expect from Telegram group? We share the assignment solutions, study material and daily updates over there. So go for this link. For that, you should have your Telegram app already installed in the mobile phone. Then you will be able to join this Telegram group of Vedantu as well. Okay. Okay. Guys, this brings us to the end of this session. I hope so if you like the session, then definitely press this like button, guys. I hope you guys were able to solve questions with me. I saw a good response from all of you. Do share it with your friends that every day on Tuesday and Thursday Suri sir is discussing the papers here. And if you are new and have not, then do subscribe to the channel right now and press the bell icon so that whenever your Suri sir comes live, you get the notification. Okay, guys. So it's time to say sayonara, say bye-bye, but with a promise that I will make sure that your learning won't stop. We'll see you again on Vedantu JEE channel. Till then, keep solving more and more problems. Do solve NTA papers and previous papers and discuss those with me. And I will see you very soon. Till then, keep watching the channel and stay safe. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.